Hello, everybody, and welcome to Story Time. Today, we're going to be reading a super fun book called Harriet Gets Carried Away, and it's by Jessie Sima. She's the author and the illustrator. She drew the pictures and wrote the words. And I see on the front cover, there's a little girl being carried away by some penguins. Let's see. And on the back cover, there's a hot air balloon. So this is the front cover, this is the back cover, and this is the spine. Ooh, I see the front flap has a lot of cool hot air balloons on it. This is the title page. Harriet Gets Carried Away. I bet that's Harriet. Harriet loved costumes. Wow, I see a big trunk full of tons of costumes. Is that her right there? Going down inside the trunk? She didn't save them for Halloween or only to wear them to dress up birthday parties. Harriet wore costumes all the time. Look, she's wearing a dinosaur outfit at the dentist. Wow, that is so silly. I've never heard of somebody wearing a dinosaur costume to the dentist before. On the morning of her own dress-up birthday party, Harriet was a busy bee. We still need to pick up some snacks from the grocery store, her dad said. And lots of birthday hats, Harriet added. Her dad shared a look. Okay, but don't get carried away. Harriet was sure she could manage that. Think she's going to get carried away? She changed into her extra special errand running costume. Straightened her bow tie, waddled down the street, through the subway, and into the store. Her dad seemed to have the deli counter covered. That means they were getting some cheese. So Harriet set out on a quest for the perfect party hats. But instead, she found, what do you think she found? Oh, what are those? Those are real penguins. Oh my goodness. Remember, she's just dressed up as a penguin. Those are all real penguins. Harriet forgot all about the party hats when she's helping them get some ice. She waddled past the checkout lines. Look at her, she's being carried along. Through the city, she got a hot dog right there. And out of town, look at all of them marching. Wow, they're all marching to the hot air balloons. Where are we going? Harriet asked excitedly. Back home, of course, a penguin answered. The city is a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. I wonder where their home is. It's not in the city. As the balloons floated further from the city, Harriet's thoughts floated back to her own birthday party. Excuse me, said Harriet. I don't think I belong here. That's okay, the penguins replied. Everyone feels like they don't fit in sometimes. Maybe you should lose the bow tie. Do you see how she has a bow tie? But they don't have bow ties. So they said lose the bow tie and you'll fit in. I don't think that's what she meant. She meant that she's a person dressed up as a penguin, and those are real penguins. But Harriet didn't care about fitting in. She cared about getting back to the store. She lost her parents. They might be looking for her, right? So she straightened her bow tie. If they're all coming out of the hot air balloons. And hatched a plan. Let's see what her plan is. Her plan is to drift off to sea. Uh-oh, looks like the ice melted. That's not a good plan. Then her other plan was to make herself a balloon and fly away. And it's a parachute. Did that happen? No. Look at her. She landed upside down in the snow. Things were not going smoothly. She's not doing too well, huh? Harriet was almost out of ideas. Maybe she's a little frustrated because her two plans didn't work. Or maybe she's sad because she wants to get back to her family and she's stuck. But one idea emerged out of the sea. It was an orca. That's a type of whale. Hey, said the orca, you're not a penguin. How did you know? Cried Harriet. Penguins don't wear bow ties, he replied. Harriet realized this orca might be her ticket home. So she told him the tale of costumes and penguins and hot air balloons. She told him all about her family and her city and the party hat she needed to find. Those are the party hats and her city. And when her story was finished, she said, I could really use a lift. A lift means a ride. She needs to go back to the city to be with her family. It just so happens I'm heading up north for a family reunion, replied the orca. I could drop you off along the way in exchange for a fancy red bow tie. That seemed like a fair trade, so she gave the orca her bow tie. As the orca swam, Harriet daydreamed. Daydreamed means that she's imagining. This is what she's imagining. The orca jumping over the Statue of Liberty. Once Harriet could make out the city in the distance, the orca came to a halt. A halt means a stop. This is as far as I can go, he said. So Harriet called in a favor from some friends she knew from the park. We'll take it from here, they said. How are the birds going to help her? I don't know. Wow, she's being carried by the birds. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Harriet soared back into the store and headed straight for the party hats. Look, the little kid notices all the birds. This is called party supplies. It didn't take long to pick out the perfect ones. She got some polka dot party hats, huh? She found her parents at the deli, just where she left them. Where did you sneak off to? They asked. I just went to go get the party hats, said Harriet. Oh, and I could use a new bow tie. With hats in hand, Harriet waddled back through the subway, up the street, and into her room. She's in her room. What costume do you think she's going to put on? I guess she took off the penguin. Looks like it might be a lion, huh? She put on her birthday party costume, straightened her party hat, and headed up to the roof. I guess the party's on the roof. See, there's the penguin outfit right there. She took it off. The party was a great success, and no one got carried away. Guess look at Harriet. She's a little lion. And this says, take a costume. Look, there's all these people hanging out. And there's there's other kids. They're dressed up too. Look, it's a real penguin. Except maybe Olivia. Oh my goodness. Olivia is dressed as a wolf. And there's some other wolves. Do you think Olivia is going to get carried away? I don't know. She might. Look at all the wolves. They suddenly appeared. Maybe. And that is the end of the book. And look, there's a penguin wearing a Statue of Liberty hat. And they're eating some pizza. The end. That was the end of Harriet Gets Carried Away. So friends, if you put on a costume, what costume would you put on? Would you be a penguin? A lion? Would you be a wolf? Would you be a bird? Let's see what other costume she has. A ghost? Or would you be a princess? Maybe it's princess with some wings? Or would you be maybe a dinosaur? Maybe you would even dress up like a tooth. There's so many things that you could be. She was even a bee right there. So what would you be if you could dress up? Okay, friends, I'll see you next time. Bye.